My strong interest inventory showed that I was enterprising, artistic, and conventional. The website said that enterprising people were often leaders, they enjoyed public speaking, and they liked competition. It also said that some character traits were being persuasive, motivational, and optimistic. They valued being in charge, debating, and taking risks. I can see a lot of similarities in between this definition of what enterprising is and then characteristics in my life. I would say that I do like competing. I am comfortable speaking in public, and I do enjoy leading when I do activities. The second one is artistic. The website showed that the artistic people like to work with concepts, and they like to create work that is visually, verbally, and visually pleasing, verbal, and expressive. They are sensitive, innovative, and unstructured. They value feelings and imagination to inspire them. So I think this aligns with me too. This is probably more about my hobbies, how we talked about that in class when we talked about it, how sometimes your hobbies can show through in your strong interest inventory. I've always liked doing artistic and creative things, so I think this one made a lot of sense for me. The only things that I would disagree with about myself in the artistic category is that it says that you are unstructured, and I would say that I have a very structured personality, and that's I kind of strive whenever I have structure in my life. So that's the only thing I would disagree with on this one. And then the last one being conventional, and this one says they like numerical activities, practical activities, accounting in an office setting. They are organized, efficient, orderly, and detail-oriented. They value practical tasks, accuracy, and understanding. This one makes a lot of sense with me, like how I was saying I like to be more structured. I definitely like to have a plan, and I like to have everything. I like a detailed outline of what I need to do and tasks that I can easily check off as done or not. So this one makes a lot of sense with my personality and kind of how I feel like I work in a work environment, that's how I would like to do it. I don't like it to be unstructured. I like to have specific tasks that I'm supposed to do and a timeline that I'm supposed to do them in. Okay. The inventory also showed my personal styles. So it showed that my work style is that I prefer to work with people and I enjoy helping others. I agree with this. I think that really does align with what I like. Next is learning environment. May prefer listening and reading over learning by doing. Likes a balance of theory and practical learning. Motivated to learn by setting goals. What I do agree with this is that I do learn by setting. I do like setting goals, but I would say that I'm more a person who learns by doing. So I didn't really agree with that. Leadership style, comfortable motivating others by leading by example and taking charge. May prefer contributing over leading, depending on the activity. This I can agree with a lot. I do like to lead. I like to be in control, and I like to have, like I said, I do like to be so structured, so I like to be able to lead and kind of divide stuff up into a group, but I do work well with a group. Which leads to the team orientation. It says, depending on the situation, I may prefer to work with a group or independently, and I think this makes a lot of sense for me because I can work in a group and I can do well with that, but I also like to work independently. Risk-taking likes to know information about about the risk before making it, and I think that makes a lot of sense. I don't really like making decisions without information behind it to back that. Okay, the career interest areas that it showed for me were culinary arts, marketing and advertising, nature and agriculture, sales, entrepreneurship, religion, and spirituality, which I think this was really interesting to look at because about half of them are probably because of my hobbies and just my personal life, what I like to do. I would say culinary arts, nature and agriculture, and religion and spirituality came through my hobbies. I really like to bake, so I think that has a lot to do with it. I work at a farm, so just stuff like that. I think that's why those were on there. And then marketing and advertising and sales is what I'm looking into for my future career. So I kind of talked about this throughout the video, but how these fit with me, I think that the things that were true were my personality code. I think they did a good job with saying I was enterprising, artistic, and conventional. My work style, my team orientation, career interest, and leadership style, I thought those were all true. And then the thing that was surprising or I didn't quite agree with was the learning environment. I wouldn't say that that was how I am in my life. Okay, the career that I am talking about is sales manager. The responsibilities and tasks of a sales manager include tracking and distributing sales information for a company. They have to be able to look at sales history and location to allocate products where they will sell best. During a normal day, you will have to interact with people through email, talking on the phone, and will have to work closely with the customers and coworkers, and you will have to navigate customers' needs and concerns. Educational requirements are most jobs require a bachelor's degree, but some don't. The median annual income is $132,290. Related fields are accounting manager, area sales manager, department store manager, and hotel sales manager. Why sales management works with me is that it fits with two of my sections on my personality code, my enterprising and conventional. It also fits well with my work style and my team orientation, and it fits well with my values of dependability, hard work, and challenge. So how college involvement can be related to this career is I could join a USI Advising Club, Communication Studies and Connections, Public Relations Student Society of America, or working at really any of the stores or restaurants on campus. Any of these things would look great to potential employers in a sales management position because it would show that I have been involved in my school and involved in business-related activities, and also it would show that I have some work experience and have had worked with customers and hopefully have worked well with customers and maybe could get recommendations from past employers. Interesting things that I found about sales management were that jobs are expected to grow in the next 10 years. From 2018, there were 405,700 jobs in sales, and there was expected to be an increase of 426,300 sales positions. It was surprising to me to find that 19.5% of sales managers have had some college experience, but don't have a degree. That's the second largest group compared to the bachelor degree. And then the last thing is that it's important that sales managers have good memories. They need to remember words, numbers, and pictures and steps. This makes sense once you think about it, but I thought it was interesting and I didn't really think about it before. I think that my strong interest inventory was really true as to who I am, and I was really interested in learning more about sales management, seeing as that's something that I may want to go into in the future.